We're gonna try Robby one more time. I gotta get editing.
Hello?
Hello, Robby.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hi. Sorry, I'm in a weird hostel right now, so it might be a bit shit.
You're in a horror store? What are you?
A hostel, I'm in a hostel.
Oh, a hostel. Okay.
Yeah. So, my question relates to that. Have you had any bad experiences staying in hostels or hotels?
I didn't. I've never stayed. Have you stayed at a hostel?
I've never stayed at a hostel.
I haven't. Honestly, I'm pretty good at picking that stuff, so I don't really ever encounter too bad of an experience. But I was thinking about this the other day. Two things real quick. I never stayed in a hostel, but I know there was someone there was a girl I was seeing briefly who came from out of town to stay at a for Comic-Con. She came down with a bunch of friends, and they all decided they wanted to stay at some hostel. And I was like, okay. So I came to pick her up one night and went in, and that was a horror story. I mean, it was like there was like naked dudes walking out of the bathroom, and then like roaches ran by my feet, and like there were like empty Pringles cans on the stairs with like bugs in them. I mean, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was scary. So I never did that again. I was there for about 2 seconds, then left. But the worst hotel experience was probably when we stayed at a hotel. I don't remember which one in Kansas City, because we went to a wedding for a friend, low tax, over at Something Awful, and we went to stay at a hotel. And when we got there kind of late, a little bit late, maybe like 10:30, 11. Oh, you have video, huh? I haven't turned that on.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, I'm gonna turn that on. I forgot to hit approve. Anyway, so we go to this hotel. We check in. You know, it's been a long day. We check in, and they were closed.
Oh shit.
There are bars over the window, or bars over like the counter, like the check-in counter, and we're like, what? We booked rooms online, and we're trying to stay here, and it wasn't a bad hotel. It was a nice hotel, and we're like, hello, and we're like on the thing, and finally someone came out. Yeah, sorry, we're closed. You're a hotel. Yeah, but after 9 p.m. we don't deal with this. It didn't say anywhere I had to be in bed by a certain time. Yeah, we just don't do it very often. And then there's a woman next to us who was in the same situation, but even louder. What the hell? What do you mean it's not closed? You can't close a hotel. I'm trying to check in. Me and my kid don't have anywhere to stay. We're going to stay at this nice hotel. We're going to go swimming tomorrow. I promised them. Why can't you let me stay? What are you doing? While we're trying to peacefully talk to her. But the funniest parts of the conversation was the woman next to us went, well, what happens when people try to stay at night? And the woman behind the counter went, they don't! And then the woman's response to that was, well, what about on the internet? What if you go on the internet, and she left in the middle of that statement. She was trying to formulate what she was going to say, and then gave up, and then walked out. I guess she didn't stay there, but we complained enough that we eventually got our room. Anyway, really weird.
Yeah.
I'll never stay in there again.
There was one time I went to a hotel, and
yeah.
They didn't have any cold soda.
Oh, no.
So I just flipped my lid. Nobody's going to get that.
Kill him. We read a lot of funny Yelp reviews of hotels. Some of them may mention cold soda.
Doctor of Fred cold soda.
Anyway, what do you think about all that?
It's wicked, really good.
What, have you had a bad experience?
Yeah. I was just gonna mention a story. I went to Vietnam one year, and I was traveling, and I was staying in this really dodgy hostel, and these these French guys were staying there as well, and they got ridiculously drunk, and at like 4 a.m. they come back, try and sleep, and they just, this one guy, he was so drunk that he shit himself in the bed. And it just kicked off, like everyone was going mental at him, because this room was like about 14 people in this room, and like the security was called and stuff like that, and he was just like trying to start fights with everyone because he was completely wasted, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Really, it was amazing.
Sweet. Well, man, that's better than probably anything I could have.
Yeah.
I haven't really had bad experiences like that.
Hostels are kind of dodgy, but they're kind of charming at the same time. So
Really?
you got to take them with a pinch of salt, because you could get really shitty people, but you meet a lot of cool people that way as well.
Huh. All right. Well, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your call. Good stuff.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Thank you.
Take it easy. That was a good ass call.